good shot. I just cashed it in the spot now.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. There we go. Doesn't take long when you get in the right spot, guys.
Oh, that's a pretty fish. Nice fat fish, healthy.
That one actually got the main hook barely in the bottom of the jaw.
Just a little touch. Got me too.
I'm gonna go claim my spot again now.
Ben's taking his spot back. No more of that.
Not fair, I only got one cat.
It almost looks deep for him.
Really?
Look how fat this
Oh my gosh, what?
What the heck is
What in the world is going on here with this fish?
Look at how that fish is shaped. It's like a softball in my hand.
What is happening?
That may have something to do with the chemicals in Green Bay. What a weird looking little fish.
I've never seen anything like that.
I've fished here for years and I've never seen it. So. What a weirdo, dude. Look at that thing. What a goofy looking fish. Wow, never seen anything like that.
I love these reels, man. There's no defensive, like, it helps with the light. Feels like it could be okay.
Nice fish there.
Can't beat that from the box.
23, 24.
Yeah.
That one actually got up on the hook.
Yup, the one. Well, I was letting it sit there for a little bit. Just chill there. Around that edge.
Yeah, I love that gold color.
No kidding. This time of year, you honestly can't beat that. It's just, they're just beautiful, a lot of fun. Fun to catch. They got a lot of fish in the vinegar.
What do you got, a sucker? Oh!
Oh, there he goes, right there. Dang, you do that.
Dude, that was a mid-20s fish, too.
We're trying to catch those.
No!
Disappointment.
Ah! That damn stinger, man. Just hanging on Barry on the tip of his lip. That was another one, mid-20s. 23, 22, something like that.
What'd you change up to?
Went to something a little bit brighter. Same style, same hair. It's got some pink and some tinsel in there.
I told him I liked
It's also a little bit lighter. There's a lot of debris on the bottom, so I just went a little bit lighter to see if I could maybe pick up a little bit less. First cast, you liked it.
That's good fish.
Viper chunky fish. So we're out here chasing. Guys, there are fish in here that can add another foot onto this fish, and that's really what we're after. But early season like this, when the water's still really cold, a lot of fish are yet to come up. Water temperature's still around that 37-degree mark. So, but this definitely helps knock off the dust off the rods after a long winter here in the Midwest. Hey guys, Jason here with Piscifun. I'm out here with Ben Royce, and you can't see him, but I got Justin behind me, and we're getting ready to do a little tackle logic segment. So these tackle logic segments are really meant to educate you guys, so that way after you get done watching this video and you're all stoked and you want to go catch these walleyes, well, now you're going to know how, basically. So Ben's going to tell us a little bit about what we've been using today and why we're choosing the setup that we are.
So first of all, I want to start with the rod that I'm using. I'm using a medium light. It's a St. Croix. Doesn't really matter what kind of rod you use for the most part. I like this one just because of the sensitivity in the feel, but the medium light is really important. They're biting really light this time of year. It's cold water. We're moving the bait pretty slow, and you're also dealing with current. And so when that happens, I like to a lot of times use a slower presentation and be able to pick up, especially when you're using live bait.
Absolutely.
You gotta have that light bite, because if those fish feel your stiffer rod, if you have a medium or even a medium heavy, sometimes they're gonna feel that rod and you're gonna miss a lot of bites. So first and foremost, medium light rods, very, very important. Second of all, I'm using light line. I'm actually using 8-pound test braid, and then I have a fluoro or a mono leader. And that's really important, especially when we're dealing with deep water and long casts. You want that instant feedback. So that's really important. There's a lot of different knots that you can check out for those that braid to mono. I have my own concoction that I do, so it doesn't really even have a name, so I can't even tell you, but there's like Albright knots and stuff.
Yeah, or a double uni knot. There's a lot of ways to join them.
For sure, for sure. And then last but not least, I'm using this. It's a special bait that I have. This has got a flat pancake type jig head on it, and that's to cut through the water. So if you're using regular gumball jigs, you're going to get a lot of resistance, and you're not going to get very good contact with the bottom a lot. This is really helpful when you're casting, especially in river water. It'll cut right through that water. Then, as we talked a lot about today, the treble hook. So it's really important to have that treble hook on that. These come with it. It's called Captain's Hooks Killer Jigs. They're really, really good. I like the black and purple, but they do come with the custom stinger hook. That's really, really important.
And Ben talked a little bit earlier in the video about that stinger hook and why it's so effective. And essentially what those walleyes do is after you pop that jig, they go down and they pin the jig on the bottom. And when you go to set the hook, sometimes they don't have the main jig hook in their mouth. And so you end up getting them in the chin or in the side of the jaw. But I would say we probably would have caught 75% less fish today had we not had that stinger.
For sure, 100%, guaranteed. Yeah, so it's a really, really important thing, and like a lot of times I wasn't even using a minnow with this, and sometimes you don't even need one. We kind of switched up the bite, got a little bit finicker, I'd say, as the day went on.
So then we started doing what you see here, and we call it meat or putting a minnow or tipping the minnow. And when they get finicky, sometimes that can really help the bite.
Yeah, and another thing too is a lot of people will want to put that stinger hook onto the minnow or hook it on back to the tail. Don't do that. That just takes away from the action of the jig and takes away from the action of the minnow. So you don't need to put that stinger hook onto the minnow itself. Just let it hang back there and do its thing.
Now, there are other ways to catch these fish, and we did experiment with techniques early on. I like to always experiment and try different things. We were really targeting bigger fish today, so we were using things like ripping wraps or blade baits. And in cold water, those type of baits have a real tight shimmy and a little tight wobble. And fish that are lethargic really seem to like that. For whatever reason today, we could not get them to go on that bait. So we spent most of our day, using the hair jig. So that was definitely our most effective presentation, as you'll see throughout the video.
A lot of times, that just happens like that. One day it'll be on, especially on rivers, it can change a lot. Some days it'll be a rip and wrap bite, blade bait bite. We have an overcast day today, and sometimes when the sun comes out and those walleyes, they like to get out of that deeper water. They like to sun themselves on those shallow, darker flats. Then you can go ahead and you can be a little bit more aggressive. But today they're a little bit more subdued, and that's why we went with a little bit more of a finesse presentation.
Yep. And when it comes to reels, guys, we both have Piscifun reels rigged up. I've got a Carbon X 2000. I simply choose this one because it's super light, and when you're doing a lot of popping actions all day long, believe it or not, your wrist will get fatigued if you're using something that's heavier. And Ben's got one even smaller than I do. He's got a 1000 original Viper series. And Ben was talking a little bit earlier why you like that reel. It's so small. Some people kind of goof on him for doing it.
I absolutely love this reel is not originally made. You can tell me, but it's not originally made for like heavy walleyes or smallmouth. But if you go ahead and you play the fish correctly, you can definitely use it. Now I like it because this is a medium light rod, as I talked about, and it's very, very lightweight. But if you put on like a 2,000 or 1,500, 3,000, like some people like to do, it really takes away from the functionality of the rod. That's really important. This Venom is incredibly light, gives me full functionality of the rod, and allows me not for my wrist to get fatigued at all. I even use this when I'm smallmouth fishing or doing nothing but dead rigging. That's a lot of like working the wrist actions up, and my wrist never gets tired of working away. I absolutely love this reel. I will take this reel and change this off for whatever rod I'm using for different days. So I will take this exact reel and I will put it all on my smallmouth rod that uses dead rigging. And then other days I'll take it off and I'm going to go ahead and put it deep water walleye fishing. Not this rod, like medium heavy. Just because I like how it works.
Well, guys, that was your Tackle Logic segment for myself and Ben Royce. Hopefully after you watch this, you can go out yourself and try catching some Green Bay walleyes. Stay tuned for more action. Justin wasn't having any more of that moral support crap. Another one that's the same size range. There we go. That's a pretty one. That stinger hook action is still.
All that got him.
Yep. If it wasn't for those stinger hooks, we would definitely be catching less fish. It's amazing, you know, for people who don't do this enough or don't know about stinger hooks, just imagine coming out here and thinking the bite is horrible, when in reality you're just not using the right equipment.
Well, come on here. Thank you.
Yep. Well, guys, that is a wrap. We are heading in. We've got some adulting to do, unfortunately. We'd love to stay out and fish all night, but sometimes you gotta take care of business. So thanks for tuning into the video, guys. Make sure you go below, like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate it. Stay tuned. Here in a couple weeks, we're gonna have some big giveaways coming. If you haven't already, make sure you go back in the previous videos. I'm doing a giveaway for someone to come here with their friend in Wisconsin this spring, and we're gonna go chase some monster smallmouth. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our previous video, hit that subscribe button, and check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll see you next time.